welcome and good morning to all. As a program about inauguration of Literary Club and Literary Magazine. For this program, we have chief guest as respected Vijay Mathke sir from Government Polytechnic Ambad College. I welcome him on your college and English department. We have as a president of this program our college vice principal, respected Dr. Shivaji Yadav sir, head of economics department. I request him to preside this program. On the dais, we have the head of the department, respected Dr. Hemant Kumar Jain, Department of English. I also welcome to him, and at this time, all teaching and non-teaching staff of our college and all my dear students, I welcome to all of you. As we know that life is very important and it never comes twice. That's why, and the ultimate goal of our life is to progress. So for this, it is very important for us to have certain ideology or philosophy in our life. Then the question arises that from where the ideology and philosophy come? Where we can find this ideology and philosophy? And definitely the answer is religion and literature. If we see, the great philosopher of Greek said that if we want to create the ideal state, we must create the ideal man. And the ideal man can be created through literature. And if we see in our Indian Institute, the Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj also said that man is not for religion, but religion is for man. That's why we can say that in religion, there should be some provision, there should be some ideas for the development of human being. If we see the history of human being, we realize that science is very important for human being. Why? Because since long we have investigated, we have find out so many things, so many resources, and due to these resources, due to these things, today we have reached to this developed stage. As the science is important, so the art is also very important, because if the science investigate new things and new resources, the literature, the art teaches you how to utilize, how to consume these things and these resources. And this is the attempt of English department, that we have provided this platform to our students that they can publish their ideas, their literature in the form of various poetry, story and article we can publish in this magazine. So now I request all the dignitaries of the dais to worship the photo frame of William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is the great British poet of Romanticism, the trio of Romanticism. P.B. Shelley, John Keats and Wordsworth. They have created so many literature in the form of poetry, and this poetry, the romantic poetry, has focus on nature, the focus on human, individual and spirituality, and free of ideas and metrics. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. as in our Indian culture, we believe that the guests are the deity, the guests are as the gods. So it is our duty to welcome our guests. So first I request to the head of the department, Dr. Hemant Kumar Jain, to welcome Professor Vijay Majge sir, giving a floral bouquet as a token of love and respect. Thank you, sir. Now I request the head of the department, Dr. Subhash Kodkar sir, to welcome Vice Principal of our college, Dr. Shivaji Yadav sir, with a floral bouquet as a token of love and respect. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Banay Gandhi sir to welcome the head of the Department of English, Dr. Hemant Kumar Jain, giving a floral bouquet as a token of love and respect. Thank you, sir. With this welcome ceremony, now I request become second year student Vaishnavi Jadhav to introduce our today's chief guest, Professor Vijay Majge sir.
Good morning everyone. Today we have chief guest with us, respected Mr. Vijay Majge sir, who is assistant professor in Government Polytechnic College, Ambat. He has completed his BA and MA in Dr. Kamal Communication Skills and Soft Skills. With this, on behalf of Department of English and Sri Chhatrapati College, Pachod, I welcome to respected Mr. Vijay Majge sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaishnavi, for your brief introduction. Now, as we know that the intention behind this behind the inauguration of this literary club and literary magazine is to provoke our students to put their views, their ideas, their emotion in literature in the form of poetry, story, articles, drama, novels, to develop their potential, to develop their skill. So in this regarding, now I request the head of the department, Dr. Hemant Kumar Jain, to give introductory speech of this program.
Good morning to one and all. On behalf of this day that we are going to celebrate, we are going to inaugurate the literary magazine. It is our pleasure, it is a very, very good thing and very kind thing that our today's guest, Mr. Majge sir, who always helps us and he always used to come here in that way to attend any academic program. Therefore, so very much thankful to you sir at this time, as well as our Vice Principal, Dr. Shivaji Yadav, that he devoted his most valuable time for this program, and my colleagues, professors, and also equally for whom we are going to activate this type of literary magazine. Always students are there because every activity should be student centric. In that sense, that as our Kadam sir said that we have to develop the potentials of a student, whatever they have, whatever literary quality they possess. And therefore we have just chosen this name, the for literary magazine, and that is Wordsworth. Actually, Wordsworth, William Wordsworth is a name, is a nature poet, but we have just taken out that words in that way. We have written in that way that Wordsworth. Words are very, very worth. They are very, very valuable in the sense that when you use a language for communication, it is a resource. Language is itself a resource. It is a medium of communication. Whenever we are concerned to any type of activity, it may be a literary activity, it may be a composition of any work of art. Very good look of history of English literature. We should know, apart from the Greek literature and up to the LGBT theory today, means postmodernism is there or already there, but the last chance is LGBT theory, and that is also to be studying English literature as well as in psychology also. In that sense, means we are going to refine ourselves through the use of language. That is the history. History states that. Because at first at this class, when our illiterate piece of work was adopted by Greek and Latin, because these are the oldest languages in the world, and Greek and Latin people just observed the nature and they adopted that language, their scientific language, in their literature. Therefore, they do not become very publicized, they do not become very public, they do not become very popular in the world, because Greek and Latin, actually it is a type of phrase that this Greek and Latin for me, means it's too much hard for me. Therefore, and what English people did, what is the popularity of English literature? The popularity of English literature is that they translated this literature into English from Greek to Latin, and they publicized it in that way. Therefore, English is all over spoken, and we should have a part of dignity that popularity of English, that literature produced in English language is world known, as we know. That is the formation of society that happens to us, because whenever a man lives in a society, he needs everything. He needs science, he needs economics, he needs sociology, he needs psychology equally, and all these sectors are related. They are expressed only through language, and that's the dignity of language. That how it is there, and 70% knowledge of the world that is already available only in English language. That is which I want to say. Various literary theories can be changed. Various literary theories can be refined. Classical, neoclassical age, romantic age, pre-romantic age. These are the stages. War poetry. These are the stages in literature. But the language of science, that is which is static, and the language of literature which is kinetic. That is the difference between them. And therefore, it is the rational language of science, and at this hour, and at the same time, we have the literature. That in literature, we used to produce our own individualistic feelings, imagination. And that imagination, I think, it is a type of thing that so many genres are there. It's like drama, English poetry, English novel, English epic, or English essay, or English personal essay, or the biography, or the autobiography. Everything is there. And that is the medium of expression that is only in language. Therefore, if we modify the language, if we cultivate the language, if we nourish the language in that way, we can create a very, very creative one, and therefore to bring out that creativity from our students, which is their basic instinct, how what they think, where they live. Because we used to perceive, we used to delineate, we used to describe everything, whatever in which we live, in which environment we live. That is another thing, that living in a society, while we express our own thoughts, own feelings, and therefore we have started this literary magazine. All of the academic year, we will collect a piece of literary pieces written from our students, and we are going to publish it in a form of bookstore at the ending of the academic year in the month of March, maybe. And that literary magazine will be, that is words word, which that the wordness of the word, that how do they express what they want to say, what they want to communicate, and that is another thing. Therefore, the formation of literature, which is more important, and equally we are going to do one thing more, sir, that not only in English, but also translation is a bridge between two languages. Because any student who can write or who can speak in his native language, his mother language, Marathi or Hindi, he can write a piece of poetry, he can write a piece of biography, he can write a short story in his own language, and then we will get it translated into English. That is another thing. That is, it is an experiment. It is an experiment, like an experiment that literature produces. Just like the Sahitya Academy. Sahitya Academy publishes 12 languages, and although vice versa, they used to translate into English, English to Tamil, Tamil to Hindi, Hindi to Marathi, Marathi to English. That is the way that we want to say that global, it has become a global phenomena, that we are going to use the trick of translation in that sense, that translation has become very, very popular thing today. In the same way, we are going to integrate all these things, and also we will recollect the feelings of our friends, our young students, our young teachers also there. They can contribute, and it's accepted. If any friend of mine, any professor, any head of department from sociology or psychology or anything, you want to say something, you want to write something about the psychological concept, whatever you have understood, then you can write it and we will publish that one, because that is a very, very good thing, I think. Therefore, you have started that, that is a system of knowledge, and therefore, you should, it's an opportunity for you that we have started this one activity just in the beginning of this year. Although we don't have a principal sir today with us, unfortunately, because he is there, something for the academic purposes there in Pune. And therefore, his inspiration also important in that sense, that to cultivate such a type of activity. Therefore, my thanks also goes to him in the same way. That was a brief introduction to inaugurate this very magazine day for you. Therefore, I am very much thankful to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will focus on the history of English literature from Greek to Romanticism, and from Romanticism up to the modern age. You also said the need of expression, that how language is important for expression, presentation, and writing. You also underlined that the magazine which we are going to publish at the end of the year, that will be useful for our students to present their literature in the form of various genres of literature like poetry, articles, stories, etc. Thank you once again. And now I request the dignitaries on the dais to inaugurate the Literary Club and Literary Magazine, cutting the ribbon of the cover page. Please, sir.
तुम्ही पण येणार तुम्ही येता
इकडे बघा थँक्यू
Inauguration of Literary Club and Literary Magazine. I request guests to take your respective seats. In this Literary Club, we have members as following: Sheikh Ashia, President Jadhav Vaishnavi, Vice President Shilpa Shalke, Secretary Apeksha Bhumre, Treasurer Maghreb Pratiksha Member, Jadhav Nigam Member, Karkesh Sachin, member Sheikh Amir Dias, member. And now, at this occasion, I also request some students that they have made some posters on this occasion. Just I call their name, please come on the dais. Magre Pratisha Babasaheb, Kautkar Ashwini, Jine Anisha, Jadhav Vaishnavi. Come with your posters. Apeksha Bumre, Pawar Pinti, Lende Mayuri, Payal Rathod, Jadhav Milam, come sir. We are going to publish these posters with the hands of the case, the dignitaries.
सर एक एका ठिकाणी एक एका ठिकाणी आणि 30 तारखेला सकाळी फोटोमध्ये एक खाली करा इकडे तर कदम थोडा इकडे आता दुसरे बोली घे सर्व दुसरे घ्या दोन बोली आपण ऐसा क्या सर आप एक दोन मुलीचे घ्या सर दोन आता किती उद्याला पाहिजे आता सर्व मुली तेवढे होते खाली उभं राहा सगळे सर्व मुली आली पुढे आपल्या वर जरा उलटू वर हा इतर अजून कोण आहे कोणाचं कोणी आहे का ए तू इकडं भर पडतो तिथे पोस्ट दिसू दे ना हा मुंबई तू पोस्ट दिसू दे ना काय कर अरे पोस्टर टाकू ना एक दाखव दाखव तू बी राहील इथून दाखव अजून आहे का कोणाकडे हे दाखव आणि स्माइली ठेवते रा आणि आता चाललं इतके चेहरा तणाव नको राहू दे स्माइली ठेव
on life stage of authors and the works of some authors. Thank you to all. Now I request today's Siddesh to guide our students. Please, Vijay Mahri.
literary club and international program. Literary clubs are quite beneficial for students development their skills, honing their skills and hidden talent. As we all know, many activities can be undertaken. Many programs can be designed and executed by senior students. I am not habitual to speaking in public, but that's why I was reluctant to accept this invitation. But then I thought that there should be some different experience, as I had not faced such events before. So I again thank all the staff, for the management, for the meeting. I would give some tips that would work, that would serve good purpose. Jensen has already elaborately explained the importance and need of such activities or such clubs, forums. As we know, English is a window language. All over the world, this language is spoken. And in this era of globalization, one more language other than our mother tongue, knowledge of second language, maybe German, Chinese, Japanese, English. So I will recommend all the students to get mastery over such a language, maybe as your choice. So I congratulate all the staff and department and management also for giving confidence and encouragement for starting such activities, such forums, clubs. On their part. So, what activities, what programs can be held and be designed and held under such clubs? So I think communication games are there, word ladder and word find such things on social media, you will get examples or illustrative videos or information on such activities. Then you can go for poetry reading, poetry writing, dialogue conversation, then spin and speak, such games are there. Speaking cards can also be considered for such clubs. Storytelling, speech making, the seminars are there, grammar schools are there, poetry forums are there. Article writing is also there, report writing is there, letter writing is there. All the communication activities may be held, and through proficient or fluent by continuing such programs. There is one more newer idea in this field, that is slogan writing. Slogan writing is there, then content writing is there. So these are some of the activities or pieces of writings or communication that may be thought of
encourage students to enhance their stage courage and all together, all over development of students may be achieved through all these bases. So I again thank you, thank all the management of the staff for providing you. Thank you. Have a great night.
क्वेश्चन विचारले सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांच्या वतीने प्रश्न असायचं की नंतर कोणी उत्तर देऊ शकतो. तर इंग्रजी विषयी विद्यार्थी असतील किंवा समाजातील काही घटक असतील त्यांच्या मनामध्ये जी भीती आहे बोलण्याविषयी, लिहिण्याविषयी, वाचून बोलण्याविषयी, तर त्याच्यासाठी इंग्रजी विषयाचे जे प्राध्यापक आहेत, कॉलेज लेवल असतो, डिपार्टमेंट लेवल असतो, युनिव्हर्सिटी लेवल असतो, कुठेही काय लेवल असतो, यासाठी इंग्लिशच्या सर्व हेड लोकांनी किंवा सर्व प्राध्यापकांनी त्याच्यासाठी असं ठोस असे काय पाऊल उचलणार आहे ते उचललेले आहेत की जेणेकरून ग्रामीण भागातील, शहरी भागातील ती इंग्रजी विषयीची जी भीती आहे तशी घालवता येईल आणि इंग्रजी कशा पद्धतीने जशी आपण मातृभाषा बोलतो त्या पद्धतीने शक्य नाही, परंतु 50% जर आपण ती नेली तर यासाठी काय करणे चालू आहे त्याचाच एक भाग म्हणून आपण प्रश्न थोडा लावतोय, पण त्याला अनुसरून पण उत्तर द्यायचं आहे. त्याला अनुसरून असं आहे की आपल्या शासनाने आपल्या महाराष्ट्रामध्ये कोर्टाला आदेश द्यावा लागले की महाराष्ट्रामध्ये सर्व कोर्ट्स वगैरे जे आहेत ते इंग्रजी आणि मराठीमध्ये केले गेले पाहिजे असे आदेश दिले गेले. त्याचे मागच्या पासून काय आणि याच्यासाठी काय पुस्तकं उचलले जाणार आहेत त्याविषयी मला विद्यार्थ्यांच्या वतीने एक्सप्लेन करा. कोणी घेऊ शकतो?
तुमचा प्रश्न अतिशय समर्पक होता आणि निश्चितपणे याच्यावर विचार होण्याचा विचार होण्याची गरज आहे. परंतु सर एक तुम्ही जर पाहिलं तर मागच्या 10 ते 15 वर्षांच्या कालावधीमध्ये ज्ञानरचनावाद नावाची जी कन्सेप्ट आहे ही कन्सेप्ट तुम्ही झेडपीच्या शाळांमध्ये जर गेलात तर तिथं तुम्हाला सर्व हिंदी जोडक्यात दिसतील सर. तर आज म्हणजे अशी परिस्थिती आहे की खालपासून ही लिंक जी आहे किंवा ही जी प्रोसेस आहे ती खालीपासून आलेली पाहिजे. म्हणजे असं एक्सपेक्टेशन नाही करता येणार की 10वीच्या नंतर आलेल्या मुलाला डायरेक्ट म्हणजे काहीतरी जादूची काठी फिरवली तर ते ही प्रोसेस सुरू झालेली आहे सर. निश्चितपणे शाळांमध्ये जर जाऊन पाहतो किंवा चांगल्या मॅनेजमेंटच्या मराठी शाळा असतील, सेमी असतील, तर याच्यामध्ये त्यांची इंग्रजी सुधारण्यासाठीचे जे प्रयत्न आहेत सर ते कार्डचे जे असतील वेगवेगळे साहित्य जे आहे ते निश्चितपणे ते गव्हर्नमेंट सप्लाय करत आहे. हे मला माहीत होतं म्हणून सांगितलं.
दुसऱ्या साहित्यामध्ये असं आहे की आपण जेव्हा आपली मातृभाषा म्हणतो, मातृभाषा मदत करणारी परकीय भाषा, तर मराठी आपली मातृभाषा आहे, पण आपण तिचं काय करतो संपादन करतो. संपादन म्हणजे कसं ते लहानपणापासून कुटुंबामध्ये आपल्याला शिकायला मिळते. मला सांगा मराठीमध्ये तुम्हाला जेवढा तुम्हाला इंग्लिश ग्रामर माहिती आहे, आर्टिकल माहिती आहे, प्रिपोजिशन माहिती आहे, मग तुम्हाला मराठीमध्ये समास माहिती आहेत का? व्याकरण चालवा माहिती आहे, गणगुण माहिती आहे, समाज होऊ शकता तुम्ही. हे आपल्या भाषेचं ज्ञान आहे ना. मला तेच म्हणायचे भाषा संपादन करणे आणि शिकणे हे दोन वेगळ्या गोष्टी आहेत. ॲक्विजिशन आणि लर्निंग हा दोघांमध्ये फरक आहे. मातृभाषा ही आपण संपादित करतो आणि परकीय भाषा जी आहे ती आपण लर्निंग करतो. आपण 5वीमध्ये असताना 6वीमध्ये असताना आता आमच्या वेळेस शिक्षण अगोदर भाषेने शिकवले गेले. काय शिकवले गेलं अगोदर? इंग्लिशचं ग्रामर शिकवलं गेलं. I am a boy, she is a girl, they are going, we are coming, I am going. हे जी वाक्य होते ग्रामर शिकवलं गेलं. तर हा फरक त्याच्यामध्ये आहे की आपण ग्रामर शिकणे भाषेचं मराठीचं आपण ग्रामर शिकवू कधी नाही. मला गरज वाटत नाही का आपण त्या भाषा आत्मसात केली, संपादित केली आहे. आणि ही जी प्रोसेस सगळी सांगितलं आता संपादन होण्यासाठी, अकुशल होण्यासाठी गव्हर्नमेंटचे पाऊल उचलले जातात. हे प्रायमरी शिक्षण लागू केलेलं आहे, याला प्रायमरीला इंग्लिश शिक्षण लागू केलेलं आहे इंग्रजी, बरोबर आहे. इंग्लिश शाळांमध्ये सुद्धा आणि शाळांमध्ये आहेत कुटुंबात शाळांमध्ये सुद्धा हा त्याचा प्रयत्न आहे. आणि राहिला ग्रामीण भागाच्या या दुसरीकडला तो वापरा नाही ना, मला पण करता येईल ना असं येतं. याचा वापर आपण आपल्यासाठी करूया. हे खूप चांगलं साधन आहे, खूप चांगलं साधन आहे. तुम्हाला कळत की इंग्लिशमध्ये कोर्स सरळ काय करतो लोकांना येतो
ते इंग्रजी विषयी एवढी भीती निर्माण झालेली आहे का की न्याय व्यवस्थेला सुद्धा ज्याच्याकडे अस्तित्व करावं लागलं आणि मराठीमध्ये कोण इंग्रजी थोडं मराठी थोडं लावा हे सक्ती करण्यात आली की याचं म्हणजे इंग्रजी भाव करण्यात आला तर इंग्रजी खरखरच अवघड आहे. त्यासाठी प्रयत्न केले गेले ते नाही केले गेले. हा माझा मुद्दा आहे.
हे बघा सर, हा मुद्दा राजकीय आहे. हे गोष्टी या राजकीय बोलणं योग्य मानतो. पाठ्यक्रमाला बरोबर आहे का? हे काही आपण एक पाऊल पण भरून धरू शकत नाही, चालू असतो असं
Dr. Mahajan sir asked a very good question regarding English language, and both the Chief Guest Madge sir and even the head of the department of the college, Department of English, Dr. Jain sir also given a very good answer. But on my side, I would like to add something in this answer. It is quite right that our primary level student and secondary level student, they can't speak English language properly. It is a fact. And the same student directly comes to the higher education, that is the HSC, and after that they move towards UG and PG. And even after their completion of UG and PG, they can't express the English language properly. This is a fact. We have gone through that fact also. The teacher also. So, how to solve this problem? It is very important for our educational system. And I think for that, we should try at the primary level better. And if the students come to the higher education, there, sir rightly said that now this is not the matter of education. This matter has become political. Yes, sir. Because we know that how our ZP schools are going to close. So I can say that this is the matter of politics. And if we want to solve this problem, I think as a teacher, it is our job. Because when you see that the students who go to the Cambridge, to the English medium, they just at the level of 3rd and 4th and 5th class, they can speak in pure English. But our students, those who are in 12th standard, those are in UG, they can't speak. What is the reason behind this? Because in English medium school, they learn English as our mother tongue. They acquire the language. From the beginning, they learn English language as the acquisition and not the language. So, it is my opinion that if we want our students in primary level, if they want to learn English language, we have to organize, such a workshop, and we tell them that you teach English language as a Marathi language since the first class, since senior kid, since the first class up to 5th class, he must speak in English if we go likewise. And the second solution for this, I think, when we think as a teacher of UG level, then we must organize them some courses like a spoken class. So I think this is what I want to say about this question which was arised by Dr. Mahajan sir. Thank you, sir. Any other questions? Okay. Our chief guest, Dr. Mazke sir, he has rightly said that how the literary club and literary magazine is very important to show our students hidden qualities, and therefore it is very useful for us. All the students should actively participate in this club, and they should write the kinds of literature. Thank you, sir, once again. And now I request the vice principal of our college, Dr. Shivaji Yadav sir, head of the economics department, to give the presidential speech for today's program.
श्री ज्ञानेश्वर बहुउद्देशीय सेवाभावी संस्था संचलित शिवछत्रपती आर्ट्स कॉमर्स साइंस महाविद्यालय organized by Department of English. Inauguration Literature Club and Literature Magazine. Chief guest Dr. Vijay Mazke, Government Polytechnic College, Amber. Dr. Organizer Dr. Hemant Kumar Jain sir, Dr. Sachin Kadam sir, respect Dr. Subhas Purvade sir, respect Dr. Gandhi Palay sir, respect Dr. Vilas Mahajan sir, respect Professor Dr. Chitte sir, Vaibhav Dr. Viktor Bhekdi sir, and student staff, all of you. खरं तर हा जो क्लब आहे या क्लबमध्ये विद्यार्थी सदस्यांचा समावेश असतो. अशा प्रकारचा जो क्लब निर्माण केला जातो त्याचे काही उद्देश असतात. हा क्लब ज्ञान वाढवण्याचा एक प्लॅटफॉर्म आहे आणि म्हणून जे सदस्य आहेत या सदस्यांनी लेखनाबरोबर वाचनाचीही मोठी सवय लावली पाहिजे आणि या व्यासपीठावरून वेगवेगळ्या विषयावर गटचर्चा असेल, वादविवाद असतील, कविता लिखाण असेल, कविता सादरीकरण असेल, जे काही साहित्य तुमच्याकडून निर्माण होणार आहे या साहित्याचं वाचन, साहित्याचं प्रकाशन अशा प्रकारच्या जोपर्यंत तुम्ही इंग्रजीचं साहित्य तुम्ही वाचणार नाही तोपर्यंत तुम्हाला त्या भाषेमध्ये नवीन साहित्य तुम्हाला लिहिता येईल. आणि म्हणून जे काही साहित्य त्या ठिकाणी उपलब्ध आहे अशा प्रकारचं साहित्य तुम्ही त्या ठिकाणी वाचले, लिखाण केलं आणि हे वाचन लिखाण जर केलं तर यामधून तुम्ही कादंबरी लिहू शकता, एखादी पोएट्री लिहू शकता, एखादा डायलॉग लिहू शकता, जे काय असेल अशा प्रकारची नाविन्यपूर्ण लिखाण तुमच्याकडून होऊ शकतं असं आपले चीफ गेस्ट मजगे सर या ठिकाणी. म्हणून मला या ठिकाणी असं सांगावंसं वाटतं की इंग्रजीची जी काही भीती तुमच्या माझ्या मनामध्ये आहे ही भीती जर तुम्हाला घालवायची असेल तर शिक्षणामध्ये मनापासून रमण्याचं काम तुम्ही केवळ टाइमपास म्हणून तुम्ही जर शिक्षण घेत असाल तर मित्रांनो तुम्हाला आयुष्य घडवायला जड जात आहे. म्हणून ज्या काही वर भाषा आहेत, इंग्रजी असेल, जपानीज असेल, जर्मनी असेल, अशा प्रकारच्या भाषा तुमच्या मातृभाषेप्रमाणे येणं अपेक्षित आहे. बाहेर ज्या रोजगाराच्या संधी उपलब्ध आहेत अशा प्रकारच्या संधी आपल्या मातृभाषेमध्ये कमी प्रमाणात दिसतात. म्हणून इंग्रजी सारखा विषय तुम्ही अवगत करण्याचं काम केलं. महाराष्ट्रामध्ये जे काही कंपन्या आहेत त्या महाराष्ट्रातील कंपन्यामध्ये चांगल्या मुद्द्यावर लोक कुठली असतील तर केरळ मध्ये जी काही राज्यामध्ये इंग्लिश मोठ्या प्रमाणात बोलल्या जाते अशा प्रकारची लोक, अशा प्रकारचे वर्कर या कंपन्यांमध्ये दिसतो. आणि म्हणून तुमच्या आमच्यासारख्यांना अशा प्रकारची पदं. म्हणून मित्रांनो, तुम्ही जेव्हा पहिली दुसरीला असताय त्यावेळेपासून तुम्ही इंग्रजीची तयारी करत राहिलं पाहिजे. आणि तयारी जर इंग्रजीची केली तर भविष्यामध्ये चांगल्या मुद्द्यावर तुम्ही या ठिकाणी पोहोचू शकता. महाराष्ट्रीयन माणसाचं एकमेव कमकुवत बाजू जर कुठली असेल तर त्याला पाहिजे त्या प्रमाणामध्ये इंग्लिश बोलता येत नाही किंवा इंग्लिश अशी लिहिता येत नाही, वाचता येत नाही, ही खंत महाराष्ट्रातील लोकांची समज. मग अशा प्रकारचं जे कमकुवत बाजू आपली आहे तर याच्यावर आपण मात करण्याचं काम करावं लागतं, केलं पाहिजे. आयुष्यात सुंदर तुम्हाला बनवायचं असेल, भविष्यात काहीतरी निर्माण करायचं असेल, मोठं व्हायचं असेल, कुटुंबाला समाजाला सुख द्यायचं असेल तर मित्रांनो शिक्षणाशिवाय दुसरा पर्याय. शिक्षण चांगल्या दर्जाचं तुम्ही जर घेतलं तर त्यामधून तुमची जडणघडण झाल्याशिवाय, पण केवळ महाविद्यालयामध्ये यायचं आणि जे काही थोडंफार एज्युकेशन तिथं चालतंय तशा प्रकारचं शिक्षण घ्यायचं आणि मोठं होण्याची स्वप्न बघायची. मोठं होण्यासाठी फार वाचन लागतं, धैर्य लागतं, चिकाटी लागते. त्या साहित्याच्या जीवावर मोठं होता येतं, स्पर्धा परीक्षेच्या सामने. म्हणून या स्टेजवर एवढी तुम्हाला विनंती करेल की आपण मोठं होण्यासाठी वाचन, लिखाण, मनन जी काही स्टेप असतील, जी काही रचना असेल, जी काही स्ट्रक्चर असेल अशा प्रकारचं तुमचं नियोजन असतं. नियोजनातूनच विकास होतो. म्हणून तुमच्याकडं दैनंदिन नियोजन असलं पाहिजे, दिवसाचं नियोजन असलं पाहिजे. आणि दिवसाचं नियोजन करून असं वर्षभराचं नियोजन असलं पाहिजे. त्या वर्षभराच्या नियोजनामध्ये तुम्ही काय करणार, काय टार्गेट आहे, तुम्हाला काय मिळवायचंय आणि मग काय मिळवायचं हे जेव्हा तुमचं ठरतंय, निश्चित होतंय, अशा ध्येयाला अनुसरून तुम्ही स्वतःला सशक्त बनवलं पाहिजे. त्याच वेळेला तुम्हाला ह्या सर्व गोष्टी मिळू शकतात. म्हणून या ठिकाणी विद्यार्थ्यांकडून एवढीच विनंती करतो की आपण वाचन, लिखाण वाढवावं. त्यावेळेलाच आपल्याला भविष्य मिळेल. या ठिकाणी अध्यक्षासमोर थांबतो. जय हिंद.
Thank you, sir. You have rightly said to a student that we must not be afraid of English language. And in the globalization of the world, we have to accept the English language. And students should come regularly to the college and they should read the good literature and they also create some good literature. And they should progress their life because literature is very important because it inspires us. It inspires us because if we see that even today also the literature of Shakespeare is read out. It is read because it is useful for all human beings. If we see the example of Shakespeare, he has written for the best tragedies in the world. I would like to give an example of King Lear. That King Lear is the king of Britain, and when he becomes old, he wants to share his kingdom into his 3 daughters. And this tragedy has happened to King Lear because he goes against nature. This tragedy is about the reality and appearance. सत्य आणि बनाव याच्या संदर्भात ही ट्रेजेडी आहे. King Lear has 3 daughters. The youngest daughter was Cordelia, and his other 2 daughters, actually the other daughters, they don't love to King Lear, and their name was Gonville and Regan. But King Lear asked one question, and he too knows that Cordelia, his youngest daughter, loves him most. He knows that, but he wants to test it. So they're thinking, for example, me, I have become old, and I want to share my one who loves me most, I will give the most of the portion to her. जो माझ्यावर जास्त प्रेम करेल, जी मुलगी माझ्यावर जास्त प्रेम करेल, त्या मुलीला मी माझ्या राजाचा जास्त हिस्सा त्या मुलीला देईन. दोन्हीच्या मुली असतात त्या म्हणतात, पापा I love you best, I love you most. Both the elder daughters, they say, what we love you most, you give the most portion to us. But the Cordelia, she was very sincere girl. She says that, Papa, I love you as a daughter should love her father. मी तुम्हाला एवढं प्रेम करते, जी एखाद्या मुलीने आपल्या वडिलांना जेवढं प्रेम केलं पाहिजे तेवढं मी प्रेम करते. Not less, not more. King Lear वाटतं हे कसं उत्तर आहे. त्याला वाटतं ही मुलगी माझ्या काही प्रेम करत नाही, हिला मी आवडतच नाही. आणि या 2 मुली माझा खूप काळजी घेतात, माझ्या खूप प्रेम करतात. मग तो he announces that I will give all my portion to the elder daughter and not to the younger daughter. Then finally what happens? He goes to the elder daughter. She don't care to her father. She doesn't give the food to him. Again he goes to another daughter. She also does the same. And then he realizes that I am deceived. And he becomes mad. म्हणजे आज आधुनिक काळामध्ये काय चाललंय, आपण सुद्धा आपल्या आई वडिलांना कशा प्रकारचे वागणूक देतो, तर हे आपण यामधून शिकलं पाहिजे. Again, I would like to give you another example. It is about the Irish writer, dramatist J.M. Singh, and his play is Riders to the Sea. This play is about the natural calamity. नैसर्गिक आपत्तीविषयी हे नाटक आहे. आणि त्यामध्ये मोरिया is the character, the lady. She and her family has to go to the town, to the market, to fulfill their daily needs, and they have to travel through the river. And all the year, the river has some storms, and that's why so many people, so many inhabitants from that area, they died. They got into the storm and they died. Same happens with Moria. Her husband and 5 sons, they died in the storm. And finally, she says, very important statement, very big statement. She says that now I must go to the market. I must go to the travel to fulfill our needs. And she says that no one can live long and we must be satisfied. This is what literature teaches us. That's why we must read the literature. Thank you. And now I request
BSc first year student Shilpa Sheke to express the vote of thanks for today's program.
Good afternoon to all of you. Shilpa Shetty here. I am very much thankful to our first chief guest, Professor Matske sir, that he expressed his opinion and inspiration is all of us. So thanks sir. Equally, I am also thankful to Vice Principal Dr. Yadav sir for his presence here and his inspiration speech in Marathi. So thank you so much sir. And all students who are part of this event, I thanks a lot for them. With consent of President, I declare this program is over. Thank you.